Hello, and welcome to something different on the channel. Demo for RoadCraft. Yeah, I'm not particularly inclined to get the full game. And this demo is actually quite sizable, I hear. 10 to 15 hours. I don't expect us to even be finishing this. But, sometimes I'm in the mood for this kind of game. So, we'll see. We'll get my, not first impressions. I played for half an hour. Ignore that my company name is Forza Demo. The game didn't have the accessibility features to allow me to actually type in a company name without a physical keyboard. But copy-paste worked, and that was the last thing I had searched, so that's what went in there. So, yeah, I'm about half hour in. I did the tutorial of how to drive down a road and how to use a bulldozer to push things. That's it. Well, I mean, if that was 27% of the demo, then maybe it's not 15 hours long. Oh well. We'll see how it goes. I generally only enjoy playing games like this co-op. So we'll see how much talking to myself brings me back up to that experience of, what would you call it? I don't want to just say co-op over and over, I'm testing to make sure I don't have any screen tearing. I was having some issues before, but I changed some settings around. NVIDIA supposedly fixed the tearing in their latest driver update, but yeah, supposedly. This game usually does not have a manual gearbox. I turned on some of the settings that make it a little more SnowRunnery. I'm gonna actually open my performance monitor. I'm running a 5060 Ti. I have a odd high resolution monitor. I'm running it quality DLSS with some frame gen. And then otherwise it's ultra. These trees are a bit flickery. Yeah. Recording has definitely dropped my frame rate quite a bit. I was getting about 100 to 110 with the frame gen yesterday. Now I'm 90 to 100. Should be fine. Yeah, 85. It was dropping in the menu too. So. Yeah, I stopped here because this was like the first off-roading segment. This game's definitely no SnowRunner. Like, I was doing a little off-roading over there, and you can't really push your way through the foliage or anything. But I like how those bushes just got flattened, so it's a little bit different than. This game's about road crafting, You assume you have to drive off-road in order to find the place to build a road, Like, it's a little hard to build a road on a road. But, yeah. See, this truck isn't going to just go up the rocks. So, we're going to have to scoot around. The goal is to get up to the, I guess, garage base, whatever they called it, very early on. If you've seen any of my other recent videos, I've been sick or feeling sick, whatever, on top of my medical, which means I've been low energy, low motivation. So, and one of the reasons I decided to try this now is because this game is probably a good fit for being less out there and ranty and experimental, whatever you want to call me on a average day. I shouldn't have driven that line, but I hate that. Just like in SnowRunner, you can't hold the brake. It throws it in reverse and flings it backwards. It's like I want a button I can hold to just stop the vehicle from moving, but no such luck for that. Let's see if low gear helps. Yeah. Well, I'm already using all that, but the winch is perhaps what I need. Oh, I accidentally put it in reverse again. I barely touched the brake. It's like, yeah, that completely islanded us. I don't know if I'm just rusty with this kind of game or what the deal is, but the controls aren't intuitive, and they should be with all the SnowRunner I've played. The winch is definitely different. I think honestly Expeditions might be more my type of game than this, but I'm also saying that from a point of not having tried it at all, so I like the variety that SnowRunner proper has between scouting and delivery. So this isn't working very well. I think we did just bottom out on the rocks. Yes, going up the rocks wasn't the best idea. I don't even know if this is where you're supposed to go. I just saw that the game was like, hey, it's directly that way, and then there's some open clearing spots. Like, following the road itself might have been the way to go, but yeah, you know how it is. Interesting trails. So yeah, the game, I thought it really discouraged off-road. Maybe that was just over by the factory in the beginning. So the foliage is definitely allowing me to move through at this point. You can't go right through a tree, obviously, but I might just be going off into the wilderness for no reason. Cool. I should be going over there, maybe. Not over here. This doesn't look like the right way. I guess I can use the parking brake as my stop moving button. I mean, I'm not trying to be drifting, but that might be what we end up doing. It is a perfectly lifted truck for this little rock there. And less perfect for this, but it's fine. It's not. Well, the lift's not the problem with that. It's just my driving. I didn't make the truck green, so let's try not to be an upside-down turtle today. Be very unaesthetic. There's no winch points over here, are there? Like SnowRunner, you can't just attach yourself to any random branch on the ground and expect leverage, huh? I suppose that's fair. I'm stuck on that. Man, game actually making me look around to figure out what I'm stuck on. SnowRunner, you can usually brute force your way through the obstacle or upside down. Yeah, whatever happens first. Come on, you can get up there. It's doable. We exploded the stick. Tires are slipping on the rocks. That's what's getting us. Oh, okay, you can't just hold the handbrake. That turns the truck off. And does not engage the handbrake. Oh. Feeling kind of dumb. And the foliage kind of flickering a little bit in a distracting way. I see a winch point lighting up. I see it. There we go. I think it'll work. It's definitely not the nicest winch point. No, that's perfectly fine. Uh-oh. I'm still winched to that, though, right? Yeah, it's fine. Now this tree can have the hill to itself. You know, a real king of the hill situation. Yeah, the controls are different than SnowRunner. That's throwing me off. Like the transmission, you have to hold down the D-pad to access it. Why? I don't know. This game, Expeditions and SnowRunner seem to all be going in sync with each other. And I guess you can add Toxic Commando at this point, because it's in the same engine with the off-roading physics. So, games just fill in different niches. I'll probably regret this. But this will be my first time trying above 2 times frame gen with DLSS. Let's see if that makes or breaks the experience. Because obviously, if I was already hovering around 90 with 2 times, the base frame rate's only 45, and that's definitely within sketchiness as far as frame gen goes. You really do not want to be under 50. But it fixed the flickering of the foliage, which is interesting. You can see that the tread on the tires gets a bit vague when they're turning. I don't think we're worried about that. Yeah, okay. As far as pivoting and looking around, 3 times frame gen is better. It's a nicer experience. We'll see if it affects our driving in any way. Hey, was there a road that went up here? I don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? I went the efficient way as far as distance covered is concerned. You know, keeping the mileage on the truck low. The odometer doesn't tell you how hard the miles are, so you know, it's good for resale value. That is very much something to keep in mind in real life. The odometer does not tell you how hard those miles were in the car. Or if the previous owners were respecting all the maintenance intervals. It doesn't tell you that either. Yeah, there's a logic here. If you have a car and you think you're ever going to resell it, you probably should have like a little paper of note keeping of when you're changing the oil and doing all those things. I think that would help resale value, at least on the private market. So you can show people you didn't beat up your car. Is what I'm saying. Why is that Kasiva thing back on? I know I turned that off last time. Get out of here. You don't need that on the screen at all times. So yeah. What? I don't know if we'd say the game's performing well, but it looks great with the frame gen. And I am playing at a high resolution, so on a mid-range graphics card, so that icon doesn't like the frame gen, but Is it a problem outside of trying to provoke it to be a problem? Not really.
Welcome. The good news is, you're in charge now. Bad news is, the storage and allocation of resources are all on you. So, use them wisely. And remember, a penny saved is a penny earned. For the company. Well, on to your next job. Storm's rolling in, and we need to build a flood wall before it does.
Oh.
Before it rolls in, I mean. Storms seldom build walls. First, we need to plot a route from the base to the phosphate plant. Once we do that, we can deliver the crane parts to make the wall.
And you saying that route isn't good enough for you? I suppose not. So we have a scout truck and a rusty bulldozer. If the camera does any weird things, my controller has developed some nasty stick drift. So one of the reasons I'm playing this game is because I figure this is a game where I'm not going to take my hand off the stick, so it doesn't really matter. But it'll do that. Yeah. It's the right stick. Why did it tell me to look at vehicles? I need to pay a little bit of attention. I know the bulldozer is down here, and I guess I could use that to plot out a route. You know, let's try something different.
Looks like we're gonna need a generator for the phosphate plant. There should be one somewhere close to the abandoned facility. Check your map. If you can find it, bring it back to the garage inside the abandoned facility.
Okay, that sounds like a completely different goal from what I was just gonna do. But sure. Build a route and recovered generator. I don't know where the abandoned facility is. Is that our base? It's not a great name if it is. No, it's over there. I guess they assumed I would have found that on the way to the base because I would have followed the road. Oh, look, there's a road over here that's even... What? Doe. So there was absolutely no reason to go up the rock, but that's okay. I guess I should be putting markers on the map. I want to drive the bulldozer somewhere over there. And yeah, I do need those in order to not go the wrong way. I know. You know, Kevin's brain be... He's sleeping on the job. This thing's a bit finicky because it's one of these pivot ones. So I'm not great at driving that. I feel like I was gonna... Oh, yeah, I already bought a new controller, so... We just gotta deal with the stick drift for a couple of days. And getting... Well, I don't know what I don't remember what it is, and I don't care. I'll talk about it in a Beam video or something. I feel like this video not gonna get... too many views. Let's not have any let's not have any interesting discussion. Let's make it a self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah, I mean, the demo in this game came out a year ago, so I mean the time to be uploading this was a long time ago. For anyone who's not specifically trying to watch me, which... Yeah, you know how it is. I'm not a big YouTube channel. I don't even know if I would be classified as a small YouTube channel. So. Ooh, floppy sun visor. Oh, a trailer that I probably would have grabbed if I had driven the truck this way. Assuming you can even... Drive trailer is the same as SnowRunner. Don't assume anything. It could just be a reference, you know? Yeah, this bulldozer can do some terrain deformation type stuff. I mean, we could go dig up that orange orchard, but nah, that's just senseless cruelty to the local population. But what we might be able to do is, you see how the road goes uphill here? Maybe I don't want it to do that. Maybe I want that to be a bit flatter. So this is where we go in the grader control. And we can change it to manual mode. Asphalt destruction mode. Which, I'll note, it did not let me destroy the parking lot at the factory. I tried that before. Sand flattening mode. What do you think my chances are of this working? I want to flatten the road. There isn't a button to lower it anymore. It doesn't seem like we're accomplishing anything. So sand must be like a specific thing. There are diggers in this game that let you fully do terrain deformation, and so long as that, as far as I understand it, you're pretty much free to build roads wherever you want. And you just need the right vehicle to do that kind of work. See, look, unable to dig here. Yeah, okay. The tutorial may also have some additional limits imposed. But I want to know what I am allowed to dig. I mean, can I take this spot out on the side here? No. Yeah. So, I mean, you need the right vehicle for the job. So far, it's only given us this to push trash out of a parking lot, so I don't know how relevant this bulldozer is to road development. That was the wrong button. To flatten sand roads, you build. There you go. The hint is right there, giving us the answer. How helpful. So no, bulldozer is not the vehicle for changing up the terrain. And just because the road's a little bit sandy doesn't mean that it's full-on sand. So, if this was BMMG, I probably would have completely destroyed the hydraulics in this by now, trying to move things that the vehicle's not equipped for. How are we about to pick up a generator, by the way? Speaking of not having the right vehicle for the job, you know? It'll be fine. That rock really disrupted you. All the scout vehicles... Oh... Well... I'm not going to be that dumb to just try to do it with this vehicle. Yeah, thank you, Stick Drift. But I really did want to be zoomed out. Stick Drift. I mean, I've been having problems for a while, but it just escalated very suddenly. I also wanted a really obnoxiously colored controller, but my inner cheapskate saved me because the normal one was on sale. So, oh well. Guess we're getting another plain black controller. I guess that's one thing about not being an aesthetics-focused person, is my bad taste in aesthetics isn't always gonna cause a problem, because I'll just be swayed by the practicality and the price before I have the chance to do something obnoxious, you know? So close to getting the orange and pink controller, though. So close. Do some more first-person driving, especially when it's raining. I can't remember. Does snow weather have weather? I don't think so. Oh, come on, man. Did I hit it on the left or did I hit it on the top? I don't even know which one was the worst problem. I guess we'll lower that. And this is why I'll never have a heavy equipment license. Because I just get talking and then I'm on autopilot and then you crash. Especially real life equipment drivers don't have that nice third person cam. So yeah, I gotta respect for people who drive stuff like this in real life. What I don't have a respect for is people who leave padded furniture out in the rain. That chair gonna be moldy. No. Oh, does this actually go in there? I mean, bulldozer or not, I don't think this game's gonna let me go through the wall. Especially if it's a retaining wall. Oh. Well, I may or may not be at the base, but this is as good a spot as any to leave the bulldozer. I mean, we can push some trash around and show that mechanic off. There's some boxes over there, you know, it's just be a menace. I guess sand flattening mode is the right one for this. Oh. Got your boxes. I'm not stuck in the mud. Leave me alone. Come on, game. Get with the program. We showing off riveting gameplay mechanics, like exploding boxes. I'll just park this up here on the rocks. It'll be fine. Yeah, maybe we'll discover what happens when you end up upside down together. I mean, variety's the spice of life, and there's an awful lot of right side up trucks in the world. So. Don't want to be boring. Alright. Okay, we're nowhere near the base. Is the map bigger than I thought it was? You know, my sense of scale's off. Alright, well, how do I build a route? Because, I mean, now that we know this road's here, there isn't particularly any challenge in building a route to the plant, is there? I really want to make them go down the rocks, though. Be pretty funny. I think my energy's coming back. So is the stick drift. Man, that thing's gonna be our meme for a couple episodes here. Is there any way to send him down through the orchard? I don't know. So do I just do the route? Like, I'm holding the damn stick. Like, what does that do? Huh. I see you can mark hazards and things. Well, we found something interesting while I was fighting with the controller. Isn't that something? Is that the crane that it was talking about? Well, if the crane's here, then why do we need to bring the crane parts over there? I don't know. Alright, here's the base. Fuel truck, huh? That's interesting, because fuel's an optional mechanic in this game. And I don't have it enabled for the demo. There's a second scout we could buy, but we don't got any cash. Oh, that looks cool. Why are they putting all the DLC vehicles up front? Bridge layer. Bunker. Mule. The old Voron. I don't know what a Greenway Cross is. So there's definitely returning trucks in this game. Let's see. I guess we'll just go through this while we're here. Ooh, a van. I want that van. I want the bright yellow thing, and I don't even know what it is. Anti-camo. Has that looped back? I believe it has. So I guess we can go by type of vehicle if we... Logging. There's a logging mechanic. I guess you could take down trees to build roads. Makes sense. Crane trucks. SAR trucks. What has like a winch icon? Search and rescue. There you go. That's what that means. Cargo trucks, roadworks, special trucks. Okay. Well, what we're doing is laying a route. And I'm really looking for any justification not to just lay the route down the regular road. Come on, give me a reason. We'd have to scout this way if we wanted to be niche about it, so... Maybe we should. I do want to be niche about it. The drivers should have the opportunity to drive by the nice apple orchard. And yeah, the fruit's going to change every time I bring it up. That's just the way of things. Is there something wrong with my truck? No. Apparently holding down the left trigger when you're in reverse just revs it. I don't get it, but okay. So, I mean, if you're in auto and you hold down the left trigger, you go in reverse. If you're in reverse and you hold down the left trigger, brake and rev. If you're in neutral absolutely nothing on the left trigger. Strange. Yeah. You getting that niche Kevin commentary, whether you wanted it or not. I don't know why there was a marker there. Okay. Do a little driving. I know you can just have trucks go off-road in the routes. So I could have them barrel down the hill into the orchard. That's fine. I don't know what type of trucks I'm setting the route for, though. What if we went that way? Is there any connection down here? Is the route going to be one way or two way? Static dumpster. Could go dumpster driving. Alright. It's not the shortest route, but it, how do we justify it? Come on, I gotta practice for a career in politics. You gotta justify doing things the wrong way, in the inefficient way, somehow. Ooh, that route looking cool. I missed out on, like, debate club in school. I should have done that. Really the funnest thing ever to argue things. They're just dumb. Be like, well, here's an angle where you can make some sense out of it. Like, the argument here could be, oh, look, you get to skip the turn. You can go straight for another 10 feet before you turn. And then you can enjoy the orchard. And, you know, it's a tighter turn, but it's not on the hill, right? Like, totally justifiable. Okay. So how do we do this? Do you want to give me a tutorial on how to make routes? Plan a route from the base to the plant. It doesn't really sound very grim. Like, oh, time equates to lives saved and lost. Yeah, well, I still think the drivers deserve to go the scenic route. And there goes any future career in the logistics industry. Alright. So if we put the first marker there, does that work? Oh, check out the infrastructure panel. Alright, so that marker is just for me. The infrastructure panel seems to be locked. Alright, cool. Following the tutorial, we'll do everything we need it to do. Well, at least I'm not just uploading tutorial content. I'm uploading being dumb tutorial content. They give you a little more variety. That's one thing I hate is when all the YouTube channels I follow all just upload the tutorial mission of a game. It's like, I almost just said no one interested enough to get you to watch the tutorial, but if you haven't watched it before, maybe I am, you know, like. No one's interesting enough to make you watch the tutorial more than once. Yeah, let's plot something. We're gonna blow up the phosphate plant, right? Start plot. No, not over there. Whatever, you can be over there. I don't care. You're gonna go to the route. Do I have to be this precise that, like, if I go over here, you're gonna cut the corner? Like, I gotta basically be telling them what side of the road to drive on too. So, you know, if I get this wrong, I'm just gonna crash into them. Fine. And you're driving on this side of the road. I hope it's the correct one. I have the setting on as well that the angle too sharp. The setting that what? No, the setting that. Great, now I can't remember what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, that they can wear down the terrain, so you might have to redo routes. By the aesthetic dumpster. And then you go down the hill. Go into that tree there. Oh. I guess you have to keep at it because angle too sharp. And then you're gonna go up the road. Yeah, this whole logistics thing is a big part of this game. It's not just you driving anymore. This one we can drive nice and straight for a long way. Kind of boring though. Not that there's anything wrong with. You know what? Never mind. You don't need to be making sus joke. Hopefully that gate's open enough. You can just come on through there. And then you can cut the corner. It'll be fine. We're going to start the convoy, and then we're going to camp out over here, because this is going to be funny. Or we'll go interfere with them. That's fun, too. I'm over here owning myself with these jokes. You need to find something else to laugh about. Don't know. No. You know you've overdone the self-deprecating joke when you say something and then feel the need to deny it. It's like, really? Like, I'm over here like mogging myself. They just say mogging now, though, don't they? Now I'm showing how old-fashioned my speech is. There, here come that truck. Stop complaining. You're fine. Just drive better. He just needed a little incentive to go. We've all been there. Don't hit the dumpster. Come on, man. They say I'm not very good at following directions. I swear, it's like watching me and friend play SnowRunner for real. Hey! What? Route failed. That's because they're lazy. What went wrong? Needs maintenance. You didn't already destroy the route with one truck. Vehicle stuck. Man, this reminds me of Roller Coaster Tycoon now. Hey, that's not clearing the route very well. Yeah, where you always got to test the roller coaster, and half the time it doesn't complete the track. And you're like, come on, man. Let's try driving on the other side of the road. Maybe that'll work better. That's not the other side of the road. We'll get there. Maybe they should just go down the center of the road. It's not like there's other traffic. We're not going to have a route going back the other way. That's impossible. That will never happen. You know what I'm saying? So there's some nasty water there. It'd be nice if they didn't go into the water, you know? Maybe we just have the truck go over here. You know, like where there's two roads, there can be one road. So, you know, just go on through there or something, you know, like what I'm saying, you know, like truck over here making excuses for their bad driving. I mean, so at least when I drive bad, you know, I make the excuses, but I keep going, you know. I'm just gonna stop. So you're gonna drive through the row of trees. Cut it so you don't hit that power line. You do want to have some mindfulness. And then you cut on over to the right side of the road. There's a tree on the right side of the road. So, I mean, don't be hitting that. And then you're going to come over here. You squeeze on through that gate. I know that it's going to end up failing. But guess what? It's probably not even going to make it that far. So it's not really a big deal. And then you won. First thing he says on the radio is, uh-oh. I don't need to carefully do anything, game. What was that noise? Oh, come on. That's not my fault if they get stuck there. These trucks are just ridiculously, like, stuck to the track here. They should have some ability to adapt. Yeah, this whole system kind of makes this a cross-genre kind of game. Look, he's going off the track there. Let's see him. It's like one of those transportation logistics games. Don't hit the dumpster. Oh, don't honk at me. Where's my damn horn? No, don't winch the truck. No. That's not the horn button. No. 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 Get off of that before it cancels the route. No. Well, at least someone ran the tree over. We appear to be stuck. By we, I mean everyone except me. You're all the problem. Well, how was I supposed to know you couldn't break through the fence? No, there's a road here now. RoadCraft. Achievement unlocked. Eminent domain. They dig in quite the trench there. How come the other route failed so dramatically and despawned all the trucks, but this isn't a problem. It's just a delay. I don't get it. There you go. Now it's failed. Yeah, well, I mean, it's not a psych discussion like I'm known for, but this game well making the point that I can't do this kind of work IRL because I'm never going to be able to hold seriousness enough. I'm never going to do things the most efficient way. It's just not who I am. The kind of work that's for me is to motivate and connect to the people who will actually get a job done. I'm gonna be a professional delegator one day. They pay me to make sure that you do the job. Yeah, it takes all types. Keep away from the dumpster. You don't need no dumpster fire route over here. And seeing as this is a one-way route, do we really sabotage it again? Maybe not. Fine. Still not going the most efficient route. I'll just have to be happy with that. We're getting a little bit of dumb in here. That's the problem too. Like once weird becomes accepted, then I gotta push it even further. Be like, I want the most wacky route, not just a little bit of wacky. I gotta swing back to some of those business simulator type games. I grew up on those because everything's fun when you're growing up, and I just happened to stumble into that genre before other ones. Gotta see if I'm any better at them now. Because, I mean, back in the day, it wasn't my wackiness that sabotaged me. It was my complete and total financial illiteracy. I don't really know what kept me playing Roller Coaster Tycoon, because I always felt that the decorating the parks was tedious and useless. I'm not an aesthetic, creative type person. Creative problem solving, yes. Creative art type stuff, no. So I feel like I wouldn't enjoy those games now that I know how big of a gameplay element decorating the park and so on actually is. That's actually important to success. I don't know. I'm just resonating, I guess, on the fact that even growing up, I looked at options like that in games, and I was like, aesthetics are optional. I don't mean anything. I don't feel like that's the usual attitude for a kid, I don't know. It's funny because I'd have no problems making the actual amusement park rides and then making them crazy colors. And I was definitely decorative naming things, doing all the stuff that is actually just for the player's aesthetic. I'm thinking this mechanic a little too fiddly for me. Help each other out, would you? Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this is my idea of fun, you know what I'm saying? The trucks are literally just trying to glue themselves to any radio tower they can find. How are you gonna drive over here, huh? Into the tree. I know that truck gonna despawn because the other ones are stuck. No, maybe they got through. As soon as I remember which button honks the horn, I just gotta be real careful not to winch to one of them again. If you get stuck on that fence, that is completely your fault. I think I need to help. I'm helping. I don't think this game has a damage system. It's another thing that SnowRunner did better. Come on, get over there, you stupid rear-wheel drive truck. Go finish your delivery before you despawn your friends. Oh. He not moving. Bad truck. Shame on you. Oh. Yeah. I don't know that this is my type of game. I really don't want to send him the regular route. It's getting to the point where it's like, what's more boring? Continuously doing it wrong or doing it right? Well, whatever boss I have in the future is really going to love me, that's for sure. It's like, Kevin, what you were doing yesterday worked just fine. I'd really like if you just kept doing that. No, it's routine. Lose all interest once I know it works. Just like I know this road would work. How far away them trucks? Is there a way I could like just see them personally? Instead of just watching on the map. Like, surely we could see from here. There they are. Oh, that's not a very interesting place to get stuck. Help a brother out. Well, I get all the fun of playing SnowRunner without being the only one upside down. It looks like Truck 3 learned. Like, I've seen all my friends go and jump off a bridge. Maybe I don't want to do that. I swear that the Battlezone game I grew up on had like route planning like this, and the AI was more smart about it though. Like, I'm just saying, the game's like 30 years old. And you definitely command AI to drive around the map and so on, and then they wouldn't just. I mean, maybe I'm just misremembering it, but I feel like that they weren't getting stuck like this. Unjustifiably stuck. Yes, we're just gonna drive down the middle of the road like a normal person. I sure wish I knew what was over in the fog, but I think we can figure it out. Just to avoid all the turns that they want to get stuck on. We can't actually see. We kind of cheated and zoomed in. I'll take that as my... Well, I guess this is my niche detour. We should have just gone to the main road, but... It's fine. Surely... What's the worst risk? The tree or the fence? You just go like that. It's niche as hell. It's Kevin going crazy route planning simulator. And man, I thought I would at least appreciate the fact that it's not just driving alone in the world, but not exactly going to be driving alongside these guys. And there isn't really any like communication type mechanic. So I don't know. It's not making it more interesting. Yeah, where are them trucks at? So they're not going this way anymore. Better not get stuck in the water. You better not get stuck before it either. Get moving. Where is the horn key? There it is. No. Getting stuck on a tiny bush is not allowed. Oh. Yeah, this isn't selling me on the game. It's this fiddly. Come on, there's only 3 trucks. You just all need to get past this spot. About to get hit in the spot. Can't drive a damn truck down a road. This road's not even bad condition. Is that where I told him to... No. No, no, no. No, that's not helping. He was trying to get unstuck. And you crashed into him. What did that truck get stuck on? There's nothing even here. No excuse. Can this tree be knocked down? Yes. I think I've just made an obstacle. Come on. You coming with me, Mr. Tree. It's Christmas time. Good enough, I guess. Well, we've successfully destroyed the environment. Alright. Can you even handle going the direct route? Because now I'm questioning it. These trucks are just such bad drivers. You got Kevin to be boring. Consider yourself accomplished. Oh, whoa, whoa. Yeah, considering how important this mechanic is to the game, I don't see myself buying this one. The premise was already less interesting to me than SnowRunner. I appreciate the difference in map. I mean, it's a different environment, but... yeah. I wonder if there's a demo for Expeditions. Maybe I'll get on a demo kick for a little bit. Yeah, where are them trucks at? Let's not derail the job ourselves by getting in the way. Come on, truck. That's your fault. You just trying to run into me. No, 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 no. I can solve it. I can winch them. If I'm quick enough, it won't despawn. No, no, no. Low gear. No. That sucks. I'm gonna go do the other mission. I'm done with this one. I'm about to go just quit the game. Like, it's not a rage quit. It's like a bore quit. There's nothing I hate more than redoing things. And as I've explained, even if it's done right and it just needs to be done again, it doesn't piss me off quite as much, but not fun either. And that's where the attitude of, why clean your house if it's just going to be dirty again within a couple days comes from. No. Can I steal the trailer? I really want to steal the trailer. Of course, I don't know what the, Hey, how come that scanner knocked that barrel around? And how come it only did it once? What? It does not seem like the trailer is usable. So I guess it is just a reference. Like, oh, the barrel is stealable, though. Well, that makes the trailer stealable. Yeah, just Kevin things. I don't see us really progressing, because I don't want to set that route again. So, I mean, if you want to tune out now, you're welcome to. You can also just watch me go figure out if the generator mission's possible. If the full version of this game has not improved this logistics thing, take a very patient person to enjoy this game. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, now this is artistry. Look at what I'm drawing in the sand here. Maybe I can be an artist after all. Yeah, if I was ever an artist, I would definitely be some type of performance artist. Like, look, we did something really random and some cool shape emerged from it. Like, that'd literally be my thing. Like, I'd be like, yeah, I'm a sculptor. I just, like, shot a bunch of paintballs at a block of marble. Like, I'd be that type of artist. The art is in justifying why it's worth selling or putting in a museum. You know, coming up with some nonsense story and seeing how much people will buy it. Like, this piece represents the frustration of life throwing absolutely everything at you. And, you know, sometimes you lose bits of yourself in the process. But what's left is really a very fine piece of art. See, I can do that. Yeah. Maybe I should be an artist. Or a politician. The skill set doesn't seem all that different these days. Actual artists over there cringing in the corner. Fast truck. Not really, but fast for the road conditions truck. You know, I don't think I need the object scanner. You know, like I see the bright yellow crate. That's probably what I'm looking for, right? Yes. Well, I see they put up a fence so you can't just yank it with the winch. You're on to me. I know you are. No Yankees allowed. No. I'm sure the deep water is fine. See what I mean by not having, like, proper attention to detail. I could never go off-roading for real. You know I would just destroy any truck that doesn't have that obvious of a warning. I mean, does it actually get any deeper? I mean, there's grass over there. Yeah, this is why I can't go off-roading. It's like you're 95% of the way to destroying your truck, and I'm like, what are the chances we'll run into that extra 5% though? Like, not that high. I'm probably already in the worst of it. It's fine. And I was actually right this time, but that optimism and lack of checking for real, it's a dangerous combination. It's also been bad for my medical condition. Surely it can't get any worse. And, I'm not dead yet. Meanwhile, it just continuously gets worse. Where am I even going? I don't see any way to get up there. Don't tell me I gotta go back through the dangerous water. I think I do. So I need to get into the red building in order to get on the concrete building. No, the water can't hurt you if you go fast enough, like. Sure, I can't just, like, winch the generator down from there. Yeah, you seem pretty sure about that, like. There's a ramp from the yellow building into the red building, into the concrete building. What? Pushed, pulled, knocked over, whatever. Like, I'm guessing the thing with the yellow tape over it is the way in then. Or not. Maybe I can... Okay, fine. I wouldn't necessarily say that adds to the experience. I mean, SnowRunner didn't need elements out of action-adventure games. Next, you're going to ask me to squeeze through a gap. Though that would actually be more in line with what this kind of game all about, so... What is this, a puzzle game? Come on, man. I'm not playing Portal. Uh-oh. I was going to say it's a boring and unimmersive gameplay element, but there's other problems with it, too. At least there was an out. Winch truck. Yeah, see it. This game's like a weird combination of try hard and not try enough. And the tryharding is on the weird side mechanics, where the not try enough is on the main game mechanics. I really hope that this demo is just running an old build of the game before they fixed all this stuff. But I mean, some of this is design decisions, not just quality. Alright, well now what do we do? Who? Wasn't just a way to throw it in the bed of the truck, huh? Well, I guess we do it the Kevin way. It'll be fine. The Kevin way, it doesn't have the best track record. We found the object. This is not fun. It's just weird. It feels like I'm playing like a user-created mod for SnowRunner, like where somebody just had a whole bunch of ideas, and it's like, those might have fit better in a different type of game. It's like back when I used to play. There was the Sims inspired levels for StarCraft. It's like, okay, you can build a house out of farms, and the doors, the barracks that you can put up in the sky. Huh. Yeah, it's just such a weird, like, mix match of experiences. I don't know why we didn't leave that, like, I'm the weird ideas guy. I like weirdness, but it needs to work. If you're gonna publish it as like a standalone product, like, or a mod or whatever. Like, the Sims thing was actually oddly fun, but again, I was like young and everything was fun, so it's like StarCraft hide and seek was a thing too, That was weird, like, you were literally just hiding yourself in the terrain, behind trees. So it's like, which tree on the map is the guy standing behind? Yeah. Do we have any other objectives? No. Should I give it one more try? See, it's extra annoying that when the route fails, you can't, like, edit it anymore. You can try again, but... Oh, no way, there is an edit. Okay. I need that truck upside down icon. We're ready. Upside down. You were fine with this. So I don't even know why. Like, only one of them flipped over. The rest of them are fine. There. How do I even get over there? I'm lost. Yeah, it's fine. The water's not going to get deep enough in the tutorial level to screw me, right? Big assumptions for small minds. Yeah, this game is not selling me on it at all. It's like it feels like a weird genre mix match that ripped off SnowRunner and took out a lot of it. The graphics are nice. Give it that. Oh, I bet that Toxic Commando game is going to have a lot of that too, because that's literally the same thing. They're like, let's take SnowRunner and make it Left 4 Dead. And occasionally there's parts where you need to escape driving a truck on muddy roads. Like, huh. It sounds cool. But what's the reality gonna be? Is that game even out yet? I don't know. I'm sure it will be if I put this video on the end of my upload schedule. We're still in May over here. But they haven't done very well combining transportation sim slash RTS with off-road driving, so FPS zombie game with off-road driving. I don't know, man. Do you even interact with the mud when you're like out of the car? That's what I'm interested in. Like if you can slip in the mud while you're trying to run from the horde, or because I mean, if there's walking off-road physics, that would be something. That would be a coherent experience at that point. Where are the trucks at? You failed already. This is an incoherent experience. Oh, there's a spectate button? That's interesting. So I can watch you be dumb. Yeah. I mean, I do love AI, but a game that's all about figuring out where the AI can't navigate terrain and micromanaging them is not a game for me. Not the kind of AI I like. Looks like they are actually completing the route this... What? I don't even know what to say. It's like, I can't time these things any better if I actually scripted these videos. It's not my fault. Route failed because truck exploded. I really hope that they have fixed this game. And the demo is just demo. Demo, dumb. Well, one truck made it. Why are you backing up? What's that crashing noise? I'm surprised that didn't just crash. Oh, right. So even when we did it the boring way, it still was fiddly. And I got a new truck. I guess I can't leave quite yet, huh? Gimme that. What is it?
You wrapped up all the prep work nicely. I knew I could rely on you, which is especially great since I had nobody else to rely on. You're the only contractor in the sector. The fate of everything rests upon you. No pressure. Besides, the only thing left to do is to build the flood wall before the storm hits. First, you'll need to scoop up some concrete slabs. There should be plenty around your base. Naturally, you'll want to use the crane to move them. Then you need to drop them off in the loading area. Easy as pie, right? I could go for some pie. Anywho, the generator's in working order, so now you just need to make sure it's delivered. Shouldn't be too hard. Just plot a course from the workshop to the phosphate plant.
I heard him say something about plotting a course, and my brain's just shutting right down. I mean, yeah, I don't love it in SnowRunner either when a job takes multiple trips. That pisses me off in the same way of doing repetitive tasks. But this isn't really improving upon that the way I would like it to. I'd just prefer every mission to be like, alright, you did it once, we know you can do it again. You don't need to prove it. Meanwhile, I somehow like American Truck Simulator. I don't know, I guess it's just because I play it in small enough doses and explore different areas. I don't just do the same routes. No route request. No. Yeah, steel beam. I don't know what you want from me. There's no concrete here. You want the concrete. I have to move concrete. Oh, I get what you're saying. You want me to pick up those slabs laying around and put them in there? Oh, I guess we can see if the crane controls have improved. This is another pivot truck. I really don't like pivoting trucks like that either. It's like too fiddly. Can we get like some of these things off my screen? How do you make it go? There's the up truck. Please get off the screen. The box is really distracting. And these controls aren't getting more intuitive for some reason. Where are you going? Huh. Concrete in loading area. I won. I feel like that... Oh no, it did work. I should have done the anchors right. It didn't matter. Yeah, there's a crane reset. I would really like to get that tutorial off my screen. Can you move? The things in my face bothers me a lot too. What's wrong with that? Just grab it. Just grab it. Grab it. Just grab it. What's wrong with my crane? Can't just grab it. Just grab it. I'm bored. Can you tell? Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, it was suddenly willing to grab it just as I got out of range. Oh, it's trying to grab the one on the bottom. That's what it was doing. Not helpful. Is there a way I can, like, pull back on the crane? Like, instead of just dragging them strings? I guess that'll get the job done. Alright. Maybe I do want to create a route. Yeah, that's how you know I'm getting a little bit bored. Maybe I don't want to create a route. I changed my mind. I'm done. Stick a pin in me. I'm done. No. No, no, no. Boring. No damage system. No problem. No consequences for my selections. Does the truck even turn off when you're upside down? I'm not sure it does. Hey, these big trucks don't have winches. Oh, that's not a good sign for me ever playing this game. We're done here. They knew they could rely on us. I won't be buying this. It's not. I don't think co-op would save it for me. Thank you for having a demo, though. You told me I should pay more attention to expeditions or just get back into SnowRunner. You probably still get some money out of me, company. You know, like not sitting here like, oh, I hate all your games. Just this one. Alright. Goodbye.